In what way? Oh, for the movie?
Yeah, for the movie review. I don't have the script prepared. So, yo, what is up, sleepers? It's your boy, Ed Bennett here, live in Egypt. Who'd I have with me in ancient Egypt?
You got Anubis.
Anubis. We love Anubis. Who else do we have with us?
You have the Dark Lord. I don't remember how to say his name.
The Dark Lord.
Yami.
How do you say? Is that how you say it?
If we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh, we can go Yami.
What?
No, we can go that. We can go that.
Yu-Gi-Oh is ancient Egyptian, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pegasus.
Or
Yep.
you guys can go as Atem or literally any of the Egyptian gods.
How do you know so many?
I'm just
He
saying.
just knows them from Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, not really. I actually enjoy Egyptian mythology as well, like I do Roman and Greek.
Okay.
Okay, look at you, cultured man.
Very cultured over here.
It's fun stuff.
Yeah.
How's it fun, bro? Elaborate. Listening.
Mythology is entertaining. Unlike our Christianity, our mythology is boring
Whoa, you better chill out. We only get
Who said
canceled.
hour?
I'm just saying. Okay, yeah, not our. That's a bad way to put it. You're right. Christianity is relatively new compared to like the pagan stuff such as Greek, Roman, Egyptian. Those are much older. They have a much richer mythology and history behind it. It's more entertaining. Even Chinese mythology is more interesting than Christianity is. That's just my opinion. Everyone's free to disagree, but I don't think Christianity has anything on all of those on like the pagan stuff. So
I'd agree with that. So
That's crazy.
there will be timestamps in the description for our review if anyone wants to skip ahead to that. But for now, let's buy some tickets and grab our favorite concessions. How's everybody's week been?
it's been pretty uneventful for me. I just really had a lazy week, I guess.
Lazy bones, which you just been sitting at home?
Yeah, I just sat at home. I mean, I've been having a little trouble sleeping lately, so like the overtime on Friday kind of killed me, and so I was like, I ain't doing shit this weekend. Yeah. Like I went on a 12-hour shift on 3 hours of sleep.
Christ.
That's crazy. You just stayed in your lair though.
I literally just stayed in my lair. I just got DoorDash some Chinese food in my house instead of going out to get stuff. I didn't even go to the gym this weekend.
What about that crazy storm we got, y'all? Everybody almost died.
I didn't even notice it.
Me neither.
I had to drive in that shit, dude. Tuesday.
I know you said you had to drive in it, but I don't. I swear to God, I never noticed the storm, bro.
It flooded so fast I could not see the roads. Like I had to be hunched over, looking like over like the hood of my car just to see the lines to make sure I'm not driving off the road.
Oh my God. I would have just, I don't know, pulled over or something.
My car would have been flooded in instantly, pretty much.
Oh my God.
There was nowhere to like pull over because I was on Chicago Drive.
Yeah.
Right. And that's just like a long country road with a whole lot of nothing there.
Mm-hmm. That sounds stressful.
It was unbelievably so. You couldn't even drive like grandma unless your car stalled because there was too much water on the road.
Oh my God. You're lucky you didn't get any like water damage or anything.
Yeah, very lucky.
Yeah, what else did y'all do?
We're glad you made it safe though.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
I didn't really.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't do much other than that,
We hung out.
I didn't hang out, did I?
No, you didn't hang out with us.
That was the week
ask.
Yeah, that was the week before. My memory.
How was the Applebee's?
It was actually pretty fun.
It was pretty fun. You missed out, bro.
On Applebee's?
Yeah, I would have gone, but I
Never that big
literally
a
was
fan of
eating
it.
Chinese food when you guys said you were going to Applebee's.
Yeah, it was fun just because I was messing with the freaking guy, our waiter.
Oh yeah.
Later.
He
Dude,
seemed
you're
to be
married.
on
What's wrong with
something.
you?
He was on some.
You shouldn't be messing with people when you're married.
No, it was a guy, bro, and it like
My point
he was
stands. You shouldn't be messing with people when you're married.
he was talking about basketball, and I was giving him shit about liking LeBron, bro. I was like,
LeBron,
no way.
LeBron, Le goat.
He's washed, bro. He's
He is
washed.
I
washed.
don't know,
He's
man. They
washed.
made it to the playoffs this year.
He's washed though.
Lay or Luca made it to playoffs.
LeBron did. LeBron James. So, so with that, let's take our seats and let's get into these trailers we didn't watch. So,
Oh yeah.
starting with any new movies, TV shows, or video games y'all are looking forward to.
Circus movie whenever it drops.
The Digital
Oh,
Circus.
yeah.
I mean, I don't think there was another thing, but a lot of people are saying stuff about Avengers Doomsday, and so I'm kind of looking forward to that still. You know, there's Spider-Man coming out in, what was it, in July?
Oh
That
yeah.
was
Or
June.
something, I think. Yeah, I haven't been like looking at much for what's coming out lately, so
Not much
I'm
in
not
terms
sure
of
what.
trailers.
Yeah. I mean, there. Okay, so you guys heard about the Avatar: Last Airbender movie leak, right?
Oh,
Yeah, I
that
heard
was
about
one of the
that.
things I was
Yeah.
gonna add. Yeah.
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 So I haven't seen the movie, because it was leaked. Uh, one of the reasons behind the leak I heard was because Paramount decided to, oh, we don't want to put it in theaters anymore, which fucking stupid of them. First
Mhm.
of all, that's a fuck ton of money. Like I
Yeah.
heard 15 million people watched the leaked movie. They put that in theaters.
That would have been ticket
What?
sales.
Each ticket is what, $7, $10? That's
Oh, it's way more now. Way more now.
It's like 12.
yeah,
Yeah.
short of what, 150 million just for the tickets then?
Yep.
So they lost a fuck ton of money. But I
Mhm.
don't know if that was the reason behind it, because they just identified the leaker and he said, "Oh, I thought it wasn't a big deal because they were no longer putting it in theaters." So that was his excuse.
I haven't seen it yet either. I keep seeing clips of it on
Yeah,
TikTok.
I've seen clips on TikToks as well, and like the clips are really fire, dude. I'm not gonna lie, it looks really fucking good. I still don't know the story. I'm slowly piecing it together, unfortunately, but because the leaks at this point are pretty much unavoidable
Mm-hmm.
if you're on TikTok or anywhere like
I'm
that.
fine then. I don't have any of those leaks hitting me.
But
Just wait a month, then
yeah,
you'll get them
no,
on Reels.
yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. But no, I'm really looking forward to this movie when it officially is released. I hope they do decide to put it back in theaters. Because I really want to see a theatrical release for this.
Yeah.
Do
See
they
how
look at-
It looks so good.
Do you think they're gonna have to change some things to make it better?
They probably won't. Paramount isn't gonna do shit.
Yeah, Paramount sucks.
Yeah, they already threw this movie under the bus by taking it away from theatrical release.
And how's it
Which,
working out with Netflix? Because they're doing the live action stuff.
I think they're still doing a live action. The original, you got to remember, the original creators left the live action
Mm-hmm.
pretty late into the season 1, so I don't know if they have, like, the creators don't have any say in it anymore, but like maybe Paramount does. But because it's a live action, I think it's slightly different from the animated series. So my guess is Paramount has a say if they're gonna put live action on Paramount or not, though.
It's gonna be so sick. I'm tempted to watch it now.
Oh, the leaked one.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's hard to not watch. It's hard to not just go and watch it. Yeah, it's very hard, but I'm trying to hold out. I'm trying to hold
Why?
out because this movie looks so good, and I want to do it the right. I want to do right by the movie, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's fair.
But
So
it's getting harder and harder every day.
they're not making it easy.
Where can we find this nice, good movie that's out?
Just look it
It
up.
was on. It was on Twitter for a good
Yeah,
bit.
but they took it down. But now it's probably on every like pirate site.
Yeah,
Just
most
look it up
likely.
that way. It's not hard to find pirated content.
It's very hard. What are you talking about?
No, it's not.
I only
I'm
follow
a
the
very
law.
yeah.
Yeah, I follow the law too, but that doesn't mean like it's not easy to do it.
I only follow the law, so I don't know what you're talking about. I don't pirate anything.
When I was a minor, I pirated hella movies.
When did you work in
When
the
I
mines?
yeah. Why did you thrive for the
When I was
mine?
like 11 years old, I saw my first rated R movie on some sketchy websites.
What movie was it?
I think it was like Anaconda.
What the
Wait,
fuck?
of all the movies? It's so
Because
dumb.
Zombieland, the original one, they talked about it, and I was like, let me try it out.
They mentioned it in
So.
Zombieland.
Yeah.
So with that, what were y'all's thoughts before watching the new Mummy?
I forgot this movie
I-
was coming out.
I genuinely did not know what I was getting myself into with this movie. So I was excited. I disappointed that it's not a Brendan Fraser Mummy movie, but I was like, okay, the name doesn't sound like it was like what is it?
Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
Yeah, I don't like when they do that sometimes because Lee Cronin just doesn't roll off the tongue when you say the entire film name, so I don't like that. But I guess they had to differentiate it somehow.
Yeah, because when I talked with coworkers that I was watching that movie this weekend, they were like, "Oh, the one with Brendan Fraser." I'm like, "No, not that one, not that series."
Yeah, so they had to differentiate it somehow. So I guess it makes sense. But yeah, I genuinely did not know what I was getting into when I went to see this movie because I don't think the trailer. I don't remember seeing the trailer very much, but I don't think the trailer had anything compared to what we actually saw. So it
No,
was,
the trailer was like almost similar to that.
I don't remember it though, so I can't say for sure. So I was curious. That was my thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
I had no I didn't have high hopes, to be honest. I was like, I don't know how well this is actually going to be. So I went in here like kind of thinking like, oh, this is probably gonna be a dog shit movie.
I looked up the director because I was wondering who the fuck, like, why does it matter why the director's name is on the box or whatever?
It's because they want to make it sound special.
Well, I guess that, but also because he directed Evil Dead Rise.
Oh.
And people seem
are
to
you,
like.
Are you talking about the new Evil Dead movie that came out like a couple years ago?
Yeah, we reviewed
It
it.
was ass.
We
I
reviewed
remember
that
the
movie.
time. I don't remember.
I don't remember being that bad.
I thought we were okay on it.
Yeah, we'll have to listen to our review of it.
Yeah, that movie was awful.
I didn't remember being that bad.
Yeah, that movie was so fucking ass.
And then when I found that out, I was like, oh, this movie's kind of just like that.
No, this movie definitely does better than that movie. By a long shot.
I
It's not even
don't
close.
think so.
It's not even close.
I think this movie's ass in comparison.
Let's get
No
into
fucking way.
Let's get into our spoiler-free review since we're talking about it. It's a spoiler-free review of Lee Cronin's The Mummy. So it's a rated R, directed by obviously Lee Cronin, starring Jack Raynor, and it was released April 17th of 2026. So let's go into the plot summary here. The young daughter of a journalist disappears into the desert without a trace. 8 years later, the broken family is shocked when she is returned to them, as what should be a joyful reunion turns into a living nightmare. What are you guys' overall thoughts without any spoilers?
I enjoyed the movie. It was so gross though. It was so hard to watch in some scenes. Like, I was visibly uncomfortable and visibly disgusted.
Yeah.
So, whoever worked on the sound effects in this movie, they did a fantastic job. That's all I gotta say.
You're welcome, man.
Because it
Overtime.
was so fucking gross.
What about the rest of y'all?
I thought the movie was done really well, to be honest. I
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
it was.
I was kind of like just like Alexi. I was kind of grossed out with it.
It did feel like it dragged on maybe like 20 minutes too long.
Yeah, some scenes went on a little too long. Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah.
okay. I was surprised by the diversity in this movie. Just like people of different backgrounds coming together.
It felt natural, yeah.
Yeah, it didn't feel forced, and it was like, oh, it's kind of cool. So I appreciated that aspect because there was like Mexican Chicano culture, and there was obviously modern day Egypt, and so a bunch of different blends of, and obviously our main white guy protagonist.
I'm sad that we didn't get to see the famous Pizza Hut that's in view of the pyramids.
Yeah, I don't
Wait,
think
there's a
we even
Pizza
saw the
Hut?
pyramids.
Yeah, I
We
don't.
did once, I think. I could be misremembering, but yeah. Still, like, when you go to Egypt, you're gonna think of the famous Pizza Hut in view of the pyramids.
Yeah, it's
Oh, there's Pizza Hut in freaking Egypt.
yeah. There's a Pizza Hut right outside the pyramids, and you can dine in and see the pyramids from
Yeah, it's
inside the
fucking
restaurant.
crazy.
That's like
That's kind of.
Where there's a will, there's a way, am I right?
people want their Pizza Hut, I guess.
Pizza Hut sucks though. I'm not gonna lie.
Could you imagine the prime real estate? though, for that?
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So, what do y'all rate this movie out of 10?
I'm gonna give it a 7.
7?
If I recall, I remember
7.7.
leaving the movie saying 5.56.
I give it like a 6.
I'll give it a 6.2 to be different. So, let's look at some online ratings. Let's see. IMDb gave it a 6.5 out of 10. Metascore gave it a 46 out of 100. Let me pull up Rotten Tomatoes here. Lee Cronin.
Yeah, he should have kept his name off his movies. I'm just saying.
Oh,
He
people
created-
like Evil Dead Rise.
No, that movie is so cheeks, dude.
46 from the critics and 76 from the audience. So you do the math for average.
Audience-wise, I was pretty close.
So with that, let's get into the spoiler-filled discussion. Let's take an in-depth review of Lee Cronin's The Mummy, starting with in Aswan, Egypt, a man and a woman arrive at their home with their young daughter, Layla, and 2 sons to find something is wrong. The parents go to the cellar of the house, which is revealed to be built on top of a mostly buried black pyramid. They descend into the pyramid, where the black basalt sarcophagus holds the mummified remains of a body. After initially showing relief, the mummy starts to move, and the man is killed by a supernatural presence as his wife looks in horror. What did y'all think of the intro of this movie?
Okay, so that wife,
Mm-hmm.
I
Good
think
wife.
she had a bit of demon inside her from the get-go, because okay, so actually before this, you guys noticed the camera work?
What
How
about-
blurry it was?
It was blurry.
Yeah,
Okay.
so like at the bottom of the screen on in movies, I don't know if it was maybe my theater or if the movie, but it was constantly really blurry.
I didn't notice that.
Throughout the entire movie. Like certain scenes would just be fucking out of focus or something. If I don't know if it was intentional because it wasn't all like that. So
Yeah, I didn't notice.
it was just. I was like, who hired the guy who was filming this? Because this is awful. but yeah. So, anyways, that was an issue I noticed throughout the entire movie.
Oh, I thought you were gonna bring up a reason why some
No,
character is evil or something.
no, it's just an issue throughout the entire
Oh,
movie.
okay.
It did seem like a transition into that.
But the the wife was fucking creepy from the get go. Like the close up shots of her, she's already possessed by something.
She's just a woman, bro.
She a freak.
Does that mean
She was
you're
a freak,
attracted to
dude.
her?
No, not
You
this
know
one.
that,
A freak,
No,
bro.
bro.
not
That's
this one.
literally
I like
like,
freak, but this is too much.
this is what I was thinking the whole time. I was like, man, this is a Lexi kind of woman right here.
No.
Possessing people.
Yeah, the controlling
I
type,
have a line that I draw, and she's like 10 miles in front of that line.
bro. She's like controlling type, has tats. This screams all Lexi right here,
Licking his
bro.
lips over here.
I know, yeah.
No, not my type. Big no.
Was I the only one who thought that,
Yes.
Eddie?
Who thought? Wait, what?
I said, was I the only one that thought that was a perfect woman for Lexi right there?
No, yeah, that did seem like a type of person
No,
he'd
no,
zip over.
no.
I think you're protesting too much, bro.
No, I'm really not. Like, ew. Not this. Not this one. Trust me, guys. Not this.
All right, so continuing on. In Cairo, Charlie Cannon, an investigative TV reporter, lives with his pregnant wife, Larissa, and their two children, Katie and Sebastian. One morning, Katie is visited by the woman from Aswan who appears to have magical abilities. The woman, known as a magician, claims to be her friend of Layla's mother and lures Katie to the fence with candy before abducting her. Charlie chases them through a sandstorm, but loses them. They report the kidnapping to the authorities, working with an English-speaking junior detective, Dahlia, while the lead detective heavily suspects the parents. So yeah, what did y'all think of the abduction
People
scenes?
just no longer teach their kids, hey, don't take candy from strangers anymore or something.
Wasn't this like in the 2000 time though? Like this is before they teach their
That's
kids.
when they were really pushing that.
He was this also in a different country where it wasn't like in America it was pushed hard, but everywhere else it wasn't.
How do you know? Were you everywhere else?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, dumbass kid. Fucking stupid.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I'm agree with Alex right there. That's the dumbass kid. He kind of, not trying to be harsh about it, but that kid deserved to get kidnapped.
I wouldn't say that, but
Like, how
we agree on some things, but not that.
who just takes candy from a lady? First of all, I mean, I wouldn't.
Okay, first of all, you've seen the Game Boy mom from those Game Boy like don't go and follow stranger
No.
commercial, right?
No, I've never seen
I
that.
have seen
Look her
this
up.
ad.
She would have gotten me. I'm just saying. She would have gotten me.
So you're saying this lady would have got you too?
No, not this one.
Yeah, she would have.
No,
It was
no,
her
no.
favorite candy.
No. I'm not a
Okay.
chocolate person.
That wasn't chocolate.
It looked like chocolate.
It was that was something else,
It looked like chocolate,
but it wasn't chocolate.
but it looked like it, so no.
And she was also hiding it from her parents.
Yeah, but
What a terrible younger brother too. Like, what the heck?
yeah, no, that brother was fucking was a fucking villain.
Didn't want to say anything about it.
He just wanted to create issues the entire time. For no fucking reason. I understand that that's how siblings are sometimes, but like this felt very it felt a little unnatural,
Mm-hmm.
a little forced.
Do you have any examples?
No. I'm just saying that's how it felt to me.
Okay.
All right, so if nothing else, we can continue forward then. So 8 years later, Charlie, Larissa, Sebastian, and their third child, Maud. Is that how you say Maud?
I fucking hate time skips. Can I just say that?
Yeah, that was kind of came out of nowhere.
8 years? What the fuck were they doing the whole time?
Well, what can
Moving
they?
on.
Yeah, I mean, they tried to move on.
They
Look,
now
all I'm
live.
saying is, if I lost a child and it's been 8 years, I can make another child in that time. Okay.
Sir, I think they did. They did have another
They
child
did.
be made.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just not as emotionally attached.
No, but they did.
Yeah, but she was still too fucking attached to the child that's been lost for 8 years.
Yeah, because they kind of knew him for a little bit.
They only knew her for what, 5 years maybe?
Oh my god.
I think.
And
think
they
the
brought
child.
them into the world.
No, I think. I
I'm
think the
just
child was
saying.
8, bro. The child was 8. 'Cause the little girl's like,
Yeah,
yeah.
so they known her for 8 years and lost her for 8 years. It evens out.
Evens out. Well, anyway, they now live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, home of Larissa's.
In the middle of
Mother.
fuck all of nowhere.
It's in the desert, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's where her mom lived at. I didn't think she was Latin American. I'm being honest. That's
So,
what
Yeah,
threw.
yeah.
That's what threw me.
She was speaking hell Latin.
she's speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
No, I legit didn't think the wife was Latin American. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, she looked. She must have been mixed or something then.
Yeah, she actually gave me Arabic vibes.
She
Or
didn't have a big sombrero or her tacos.
That didn't give it away.
Well, no, it's just she didn't. She just didn't look part of that culture.
Wow,
When
good
we
on you
look
for
at
not
Peter-
seeing color.
Maybe because I don't know. Maybe they had like a white guy or some shit do the not character design, but you know how they're
Costume.
gonna portray like the wardrobe people or whatever the
Maybe
fuck.
that's it. Yeah.
So, in the desert outside Aswan, a teenager witnesses a plane crash which kills 2 of its pilots and reveals its cargo to be the basalt sarcophagus. Archaeologists open the recovered sarcophagus and find a mummified Katie inside, wrapped in parchment that has ancient inscriptions on it. When some of the parchment is removed, Katie wakes and is revealed to be alive, despite her being in a catonic state and dependent on sedatives to keep her from self-harming. Charlie and Larissa decide to move Katie back home. What did y'all think of that?
All right. First of all, like I said, these parents must be fucking saints. All right. Because no fucking way was I gonna do that. Was I gonna take a child in that state home when I'm not equipped to take care of said child in that
I
state?
mean, said mother was what? She's a nurse, isn't she?
No, I don't think so.
I thought she was.
She looked very incompetent for a nurse if she was.
They literally make her seem like she's a nurse.
She was very incompetent as a nurse.
I'm just saying, man. I think she was a
I
nurse.
think she was just a stay-at-home wife at that point. But
She talked about changing catheters and stuff like that.
oh yeah, no, you're right. I forgot about that.
She's just, I don't know what happened with their nurse
But,
skills. I'll say it like that.
I think probably just the writing failed them in
yeah,
portraying her
seemed
as
very
competent.
yeah, she was very incompetent in this scene. She was like I understand seeing your long lost child and being emotional about it, but you gotta think logically in this situation. She's catatonic. She can't think straight. She's doing some freaky ass shit too. While we're at it, I would have let the doctors made sure that she was mentally fit, and like a bit more like herself before I took her home. And did no one else see the inscriptions on her skin? Did no one want to like maybe explore that before they took her ass home? I'm just saying, like, there's so much wrong here, logically speaking, that it's beyond stupid.
No, I think she was fine.
I'm hoping you're saying that sarcastically.
Yeah.
Because she would have been 6 feet under.
What?
I would have left her in the box.
You would have left her in there?
I'm being
Dude,
honest. I don't
like-
know if I would have took my child home with me either.
Seriously.
Yeah,
And
That
the first night she's home. We're not there yet. Never mind.
it is weird though
Uh,
how the researchers were like pulling the inscriptions and then nothing came of that.
That's
they
what I'm
just
saying. Like,
took
they
they
just
just took
found a
pictures.
live child in there. All of a sudden, I was like, oh yeah, let's just send him off.
Let's send her home.
But like, yeah,
Yeah,
totally. There's totally not a reason why she's been locked up in here for 8 years.
yeah. Come on. You want a reason for it? They had that. How else? No offense, but how else are you gonna continue the story if they show you the reason?
Look, I'm just saying, like, there could have been some better reasoning behind it. Yes, they opened sarcophagus, and that just could have let some evil spirit loose, and that could have been the base behind it. It would have been a much worse movie if they did it that way, but like, I'm just saying, the steps some people take when they making horror movies, they forget that there's only so much suspension of disbelief a person can do before it's just becoming idiotic, dumb. You know,
The more you talk about this movie, the less I believe you liked it.
I did enjoy it, but I can also think very objectively, and I can nitpick the awful things about it. As a whole, I enjoyed the movie, but like the moves they make are so fucking dumb.
So
I forget. In these scenes, does she like talk shit?
Not in these ones.
nah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So we can
Which
continue. Yeah.
wait, who talks shit?
The
Man,
The kid.
no, not yet. I was just curious on who you're talking about because I think
Oh,
the mother gets to the point where she starts talking shit, doesn't she?
That's
I
much
don't
later.
remember.
So, the family settles Katie into her bedroom, refusing to seek further medical help. However, Katie's behavior is erratic and unpredictable. She begins to show signs of severe mental distress, and she escapes her room into the night. Larissa and Carmen attempt to trim Katie's toenails, but accidentally rip off a
Oh,
panel of skin.
Right.
this is where it starts getting grotesque.
Yeah, prompting Katie to stab herself until she is sedated.
Unnecessary scene.
Charlie,
I think it's not quite as unnecessary as you might think. The toenail scene,
Actually,
The clipping?
yeah. Because that's when she gets her first bit of wrappings off that are sealing. Was it the Nezarec? I think it was.
yeah,
Whatever
I don't know how to say it.
whatever it was
Yeah,
called.
This shit's basically just a Necronomicon, bro.
Yes, yeah, that's what I thought. Uh, but yeah. So the total scene, it removed a part of the wrappings, probably allowing it to wake up even further. That's where things started to escalate significantly more. That's why I think it was necessary for that scene to happen. Right? As disgusting as it was.
yeah. What did
But
you?
I just thought it was disgusting. None
what
of
did
that.
we think about it beforehand? Yeah, no. That does not distress her being lifted off the bed like that in when she's home first. Her smacking the grandmother in the head, breaking fucking her,
Her nose.
not breaking, but fucking up her nose, and then her fucking running on all fours behind walls and shit, eating her fucking score. That is not distress. That's fucking possession, dude. I said, oh fuck this, I'm out.
Did anyone
Seen it a million times.
did anyone else thought it was funny the fact that they like I started laughing slightly, but the fact that they when they brought the daughter home and obviously the dad, he looks like a big strong man. Why the fuck did it take both the dad and mom just to wheelchair her up the stairs instead of the dad just
Here's what I thought.
picking her up, his
That's what I
child?
thought too. I was
And I'm
like,
like, why did you not pick her ass up and like let me carry my child who already went through some
and then
like
carry the wheelchair up.
Fuck them.
No,
they did-
because the doctor said, "Hey, be gentle with her."
yeah.
And when they take her home, they're being the least gentle.
Gentle, I
as
know.
possible to bring her up the fucking
Yeah, they
stairs.
just
It
hit every step on the way.
yeah, I was like, oh yeah, you guys are doing a great job here.
Thump.
You guys are so qualified for this job to take care of your child here that's in mad distress.
I I don't know. I thought that was funny, but at the same time,
It was. I was like, are you guys fucking kidding me?
I'm like, I couldn't tell if they were joking about this.
Because I literally thought, like, just pick her up and then take the wheelchair.
What
Yeah, no, makes too much sense.
what I was confused on is how did they not suspect anything later after the nail clipping scene when she was booking it down the hallways and everything?
I think the father started to suspect pretty early on. It's the mother that was like in denial because she had her child back. She was not mentally stable.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Do you not see
yeah.
this is your child?" And he's
Yeah,
like,
it's like
"I
she
do,
was
but
blocking out all the stuff that are going wrong, all the red flags that are going off here, because she's just happy to have her daughter back. May I never have to experience that kind of mental instability, because that sounds horrifying.
It does sound pretty scary.
To the point where you're just ignoring everything just because you're happy to see someone. Uh, that's a level of fuckery no one should ever have to experience, I think.
So Charlie begins to notice the scripture after the toenail clipping scene from one of Katie's loose bandages. Seeking answers, he consults an archaeology professor at Albuquerque Community College. The professor explains the truth behind Katie's behavior. The ancient demon Nazmaranian, the destroyer of families and communities, is kept at bay through a ritual mummification that binds the entity using script-laced wrappings embedded in the living. The more the scripture is removed, the more powerful the demon can become.
Yeah, so I was right. So once the first one came off, the demon basically fully awoke, in a sense, enough to be able to start fucking around with the rest of the family to get the rest of the bindings off. So, yeah, that's why it was important, as disgusting as it was.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever made the sound effects in this movie, like, props to you, dude, because you had me fucking disgusted.
He had a bunch of mushy bananas that he was working with.
Yeah, but he was like, he knew when to use that,
Going to mush the
Yeah.
bananas.
So
A bunch of farting balloons.
I'm just saying they did a great job. I was like, my face was like horrified
Befuddled.
throughout like half the movie. I was like, what the fuck? Was that necessary? Were those close-up shots necessary?
It's always necessary.
I felt that way during Evil Dead Rise too.
How? Evil Dead Rise wasn't even that bad.
They had some gross shit.
Did it?
Yeah.
The movie was awful though, so I don't remember.
I don't remember it. I remember Evil Dead Rise being good too.
The only Evil Dead movies that are good are the original with Bruce Campbell.
The what?
The original Evil Dead movies.
I know what you're talking about. Never heard of it.
You're bullshitting, right?
No.
Fuck you mean no?
Lol.
Lol.
Uncultured swine over here. No.
So, before her kidnapping, Katie had learned Morse code when she was in the Girl Scouts. Her possessed body begins clicking messages. Charlie translates it to Layla. Assuming it refers to the person who took her, desperate, he searches a massive basement trunk of unopened support letters, one of which is from Egypt, and finds a card from Katie's old friend Layla Khalil, featuring a picture of Candy Katie was lured with. He relays this name to Dahlia in Cairo, who traces the letter to a house in Aswan. Dahlia investigates the property alone, discovering the subterranean period, and is forced to shoot the magician in the chest when she attacks her. During the chaos, Layla arrives home and gives Dahlia a VHS tape with the label Katie on it.
Okay, so now that I'm obviously thinking about the movie and like critically thinking about it, another issue has risen here.
Oh.
It's a pretty major plot hole, I would say, because she was missing for 8 years, right?
Yeah.
And in all that time, he didn't once go through all those letters he got.
No.
It's too hard
Not
for him.
once, not even to maybe potentially like figure out like it feels like he didn't go uh far enough in the search for her, and only like I had this friend, let me see if I got any letters from this
That's part of
person.
the reason. That's part of the reason why I asked, what the fuck were they doing all that time?
They're
So,
just.
like,
It almost felt like they're
you had a
just.
confession right in your basement, and you didn't do fuck all with it.
There's too many to sort through.
It did take him all of like what, maybe an hour?
Yeah.
No, longer than an hour. It felt like.
It's because he was slow as shit with
A
it.
whole possession was happening while he was doing that.
They were also very oblivious to the whole possession stuff happening in the house while they were doing other shit. Like they knew there was some freaky stuff going on, and they were just chatting away in the living room or something, or just ignoring all the sounds.
Yeah, they weren't very good parents. They weren't
They were
very
awful.
attentive.
They were awful parents.
I do love how the dad literally did the exact same thing that started it all. Not being aware of his surroundings with his children.
Their awareness of their surroundings is so bad.
Like the child was doing something other shit, and the dad was like, "Let me focus on reading through all these letters real quick," and then shit's going down throughout that scene.
Yeah, it was pretty stupid.
They clearly did not care that the child went missing because, like you said, what the hell were they doing for 8 years when they had a letter with a confession basically on it right there and then? I'm just, you're right, Jesus.
Yeah, this movie.
What did y'all think about the scenes in Egypt where the investigator is investigating?
All right, so these scenes, like at first, I was like, okay, I don't care anymore because we're back in the States, right?
Mhm.
But then, like as the mystery was furthered, I grew invested in it, and I was actually more invested into the cops side story there for a bit than I was at the main.
Your story, yeah,
Yeah.
I was the same way. I think I was more invested into the cops' side story than the
And why do you
actual.
think that is?
Because it was more interesting. We got, yeah, it was just more interesting. I when it comes to movies like this where there's like a big bad monster, I like the discovery of its like layer, of its backstory, of its origins throughout the story, because it tends to be intriguing. And yes, usually it's how they find out a way to stop them, but the mythology can be interesting sometimes behind it, assuming it's lore accurate, but when it's just a movie, it's just the more interesting aspect of it, because the monster itself may not be as interesting because it's just a monster movie at that point. But when we start getting a backstory, a history of the entity, that's when it becomes more fascinating.
You're
The
just
whole
fast.
time, by the way, I was wondering if they were gonna do like some sort of nod to the previous movies.
Like the original Mummy movies.
Yeah,
That would have sucked if they did. I'm being honest.
it would have, but at least I would have been like, oh, okay, that's a thing.
It would have been fun to see, but I think he didn't want to be. I don't think they wanted that connection.
Yeah, like they couldn't just show Brendan Fraser just like walk across the screen.
No, that would have been cool. Actually, that would have been cool. But Brendan Fraser would have had this wrapped up in a day.
You would have gotten this case solved.
Yeah.
All right, so let's continue on then. Shoot. So as Katie sheds more of her bindings, the demon's power intensifies, manipulating the minds of Sebastian and Maud. When Carmen prays over Katie, she violently attacks her and throws her out of the window, where she is devoured by coyotes. At Carmen's funeral, Katie escapes her locked room, bites a hole in Carmen's corpse, and drinks the embalming fluid. In a trance, Maud rips off her own teeth and begins attacking the others with Carmen's false teeth. So, what did y'all think of that whole thing? Oh, sorry.
Why, bro?
Creepy, nasty. So before this, when we find out it's a demon, I felt like finding out that it was just a fuck ass demon.
Mhm.
It kind of took away from the Egyptian uh
Aesthetic.
aesthetic, yeah.
It just becomes like a bog standard.
Exactly, yeah. And it just took away that entire Egyptian aesthetic, like you said. And
Yeah.
it really like okay, like it I don't know how to say it, but like it definitely loses a ton of points for that, I think.
It just becomes an Insidious movie.
It really does at that point because like it no longer feels Egyptian or real. It doesn't feel mythological.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like its own movie.
No, it just feels like a standard demon possession movie.
Hmm.
But so this is after the grandma just got killed, right?
Yeah, what did
I
y'all
didn't
think of
realize.
that scene?
I didn't know
Uh,
the grandma's name was Carmen. Kind of remind me of South Park now.
So I
Cartman or Carmen?
didn't care for that death, honestly.
You didn't
Um,
care about her dying?
Just
No,
some
not
old lady.
that's yeah. She was just some old lady. Like I did not give a fuck.
I mean,
I can't even try to find a reason to have really cared about her character, but like I didn't care.
What about the death
mean,
itself?
The death itself also was just not a good death either. It wasn't anything interesting. It was meh. It's like dying with your pants down.
What were you
Kind
gonna
of
say, Javier?
I mean, I agree with him. Like, there's no like, the lady really, the grandma really brings no relevant to the story.
She really doesn't.
She's just there, kind of. It feels like, in my opinion.
Yeah, she's
I
not.
mean, that's my opinion.
She
Not
has
very
more
impactful.
relevance after she dies, if anything.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, and what did y'all think of the funeral scene where all the chaos started to happen?
Okay, so this was fucking disgusting.
This is where I think the parents are even worse parents, because how do you not notice this? Like, the dad noticed the stuff on the
Oh, the puke,
floor.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, and
From
he
the
noticed.
beginning,
Yeah, he noticed that something wasn't right with that puke, but
it
then
was
they never
bleeding into
go
the fucking
the
wood.
ground. Yeah, and they just don't think like, okay, let's try to clean this up. No, they just leave it there.
It's like, yeah, the carpet will cover it.
Yeah, the
And
carpet's
the
gonna cover it.
possession of the other daughter, I forgot her name. Like
Oh,
she was being controlled.
yeah, and like the fact that they're like, oh yeah, nothing.
Like I
Like,
said, their situational awareness of their own kids is so bad. She was plucking out her own teeth
you didn't notice that
in
though.
front of everyone,
I know.
and they didn't do nothing.
It was her baby teeth, bro.
I'm just saying that she was plucking them out, and even after she started bleeding, like, "Oh, are you okay?" Like, is that your response to her bleeding all over her mouth?
They're baby teeth, bro. It's fine.
Cope. I'm just
But
saying.
that's pretty much how it was. Like, oh, it's baby teeth. We're good.
And
We
the
don't need 'em.
awareness of all the people that are eating the food, the blood that got on the deviled eggs, like, fuck that shit. Like, do you not look at your food before you eat it?
No, bro, I kind of shoved it in my mouth too.
Because that's foul.
Yeah, they
I
they did not care about possession. I'm surprised none of the guests called the police or anything.
Right? I was like, where are the cops in all this?
What are they gonna do?
Yeah.
I don't know, but like at least someone tried something.
Yeah. At least
A
it's more
for
of a
effort, you
natural
know.
response.
I mean, if anything, this is natural selection at work.
Why
So,
do you say that?
what do you mean?
Why do you say
They had
natural?
the survival instincts of a, I don't know, what's something that dies really quick and easy with it?
I don't know.
A lemming.
A lemming. Not the poor
Something
little
that
lemmings.
dies really quick. You know, they just don't
An
have
ant.
that survival instincts. Yeah, an ant, a spider that's visible.
A visible spider dies easily.
Yeah, I mean,
You don't want the spider around, yeah, pretty much.
so that's you know,
Hey man, the
natural selection
spiders
right there.
help keep the other bugs out of the house.
But I'm just saying, the only good spider is the spider that you don't see. If you see the spider, natural selection is going to hit it hard.
It's called a sandal, straight to its face.
That's natural selection at work. So, yeah, there's just so much wrong with this family.
Yeah.
Just so much wrong.
You know, as a
I don't
mom,
think there's a single good thing you could say about them.
like as a mom or dad, I can't believe they never noticed that their youngest daughter is acting up that hard and saying swear words
Yep.
more. When at the start of the movie, she never seemed to swear. She was like a child, you know, having fun. Like, how do you not notice your child go do
You're
a
right.
180? Like,
I was half expecting her to say your mother sucks cocks in hell.
that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. I was thinking like the Exorcist movie, you know? Didn't they do that in that?
Yeah.
It's literally my thought process. I was like, when is she gonna say it? Obviously she doesn't, but God.
So let's get back to the script here. Dahlia arrives in New Mexico with the tape, which reveals the ritual that originally transferred the demon into Katie by the Egyptian family Naswan. The magician was a member of the ancient cult who are tasked with keeping the Nazmaranian buried by offering it a living host. Once wrapped in a scripture, the demon stays in the mortal body until it dies naturally, explaining why a child is an ideal host as they live longer and the ritual can be postponed as long as possible. Katie is suspended over the now dead body in the sarcophagus, and the Nazmaranian transfers to her. When Charlie and Larissa watch the tape, Katie hypnotizes Sebastian upstairs, forcing him to help her with their skin removal. So the scripture comes off and she becomes more powerful. She attacks her parents and Dahlia, beating Charlie bloody, and forcing a scorpion into Dahlia's throat.
All right. So,
My question is, what happens if you kill the person who's possessed? Does it just go to some random person then?
Maybe
I
the
don't know.
nearest person. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They
But,
really don't
okay, so
establish that. I'm wondering, like, why don't they just kill her? Like, I'm sorry, like, if
because their daughter,
yeah, but if my daughter's doing some fucked up shit
I
like
would have
that,
killed her day one probably.
Day one,
Because
you would have
I'm
killed
messing
her.
with that fuck ass
also
nonsense,
why?
dude.
Also, what took them so long to
Self-defense.
establish? Well, also took them so long to establish because remember when the mom dies, the mother finally agrees with the father, like, yeah, let's put her in one of those homes for other people to take care of her because I can't do it. What
Mhm.
happened to that? They just gave up on that.
Yeah, you
They're
don't
like,
remember?
oh,
The mom's like, I don't want her here anymore.
that's what I'm saying. Like, they just gave up on
I
that.
think that's because that's when the possessions really started hitting. So they didn't have time to do none of that.
They
But
literally
okay,
spent like
so
4 days there, though.
one
Like,
thing I gotta say, the kidnapping part. They said they needed a child. That's what I don't think they used the word pure or of heart or anything like that, but they just needed a child. In
no,
all,
they said
in,
children are better because
yeah.
they're more full of youth.
So in
Like,
all of Cairo, in all of Egypt, they couldn't have kidnapped some other child.
yeah, but all those other children weren't taken care of like a rich white family child.
Or
Come on.
look, what I'm saying is Cairo gives
Plus,
me Bangkok vibes where like kidnappings happen a lot.
Plus, their house was built on top of that fucking uh burial ground.
Hmm.
So I'm just saying, like, they couldn't have just plucked the child off the street and just used him or her. Like, I understand this. Like, it just makes no sense. Like, why did you have to go through all these extra steps of trying to coerce this child when you could have just, oh, you're mine now.
This child was very well taken care of. She did not look like she was
You're telling me there
needing.
wasn't one homeless ass child on Cairo. I guarantee if I was to go to Cairo right now and I walked out in the street, I'd probably see at least 3 of them.
Yeah, but how well taken care of is their
I
body?
don't
We
think
need a
it matters
body.
about how well taken care of it was. It just has to be a child.
No, children work best. Anyone would have worked. You know that, right? They literally
That's what
said
I'm
that.
saying. Children work best, not because they were healthy, but because they had more life to live through still.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's why I'm pointing out like the reason why I went with the white child at the start of the movie because she was well taken care of. Like she was not malnutrition. She
That's
had,
that's what I'm trying to tell you. It
but the
was,
ones on the ones on the side of the street, bro, are all under nutrition. Like they probably skin
but they
and
didn't
bone.
say it had to be a well taken care of child. It just had to be a fucking child.
Yeah, that were like that seemed to have a prospectus, like look like they were going to last for a long time. The ones on the side of the street that are homeless, you think they're lasting forever?
Expendable, brother.
I don't
But then
think the
they would
lady
have to
Don't
wanted
quote
be
me
to.
on that.
transferring
Obviously,
the
I'm
code.
I'm not that horrible. I'm
I
not that
know,
Oh,
horrible.
we're
I know, but
quoting you,
like,
bud. That sounds.
I'm just saying that
That
as a
sounds
fucking
like.
dark joke.
but yeah, like
But
the ones on the side of the street, I bet they're like not saying it's right, but I'm pretty sure they're dying within like the first couple months.
yeah, but at least that
That's a lot of doing the
for the
ritual.
sake of the movie, okay. I'm saying it's for the sake of the movie, not in real life. Um, at least there's a lot of them.
Oh my god. Well, they don't want to replace the curse every like year or so.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair.
that's
It
what I'm
did
trying to
take
get to.
it did take 8 years for this one, so I'll give
Oh,
you that.
it only took 8 years because the son took the coffin out.
Yes.
Remember?
Yeah.
Like my thought process: why not use your own kids? Oh wait, because she's selfish. She's
Yes, she was.
just what a
But
selfish
yeah,
mother.
we definitely got off track here a bit.
Yeah.
I forgot what scene we're talking about. We're talking about
Yeah.
that.
What was at the end? Let's get here towards the end. So, having memorized the demonic transfer chant from the tape, Dahlia helps the family transfer the demon from Katie into Charlie, who willfully sacrifices himself. Bound inside a coffin-like box in the basement, Charlie manages to tap "I love you" in Morse code. Katie, now free of demonic possession, slowly starts to recover and build a proper relationship with her siblings. Sometime later, Larissa calls Dahlia, saying they need to talk about Charlie. Back in Cairo, the magician has been revealed to have survived, is now incarcerated. One morning, Larissa and Dahlia arrive in the cell, sedate her, and reveal the possessed Charlie. Dahlia starts the chant and the ritual that will free Charlie from possession while sacrificing the magician. What did y'all think of the ending?
All right, so after the initial possession, like the father takes the demon, I think that's where it should have ended. I think the few minutes after where they find the
We get we get
other
told the
girl,
lady was alive still.
I thought that was too
Cop out.
long. I think they wanted to wrap it up cleanly, and I think this was. I think it just dragged on too long there when that happened.
It went too
Kind of
long.
agree. I think it was
Yeah.
a cop out thingy.
Unless, like, obviously, if they don't do it right, it does set up for a second movie where the original, like, cult returns, like the revenge of
The second
whatever,
one?
the revenge of
The
I
cult
don't know.
leader, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that part very much. Like I said, it was unnecessary. Um, leaving the father down in the basement like that, I think would have been a perfect ending.
Finally having to suffer the consequences of his actions.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I guess. Um,
What about the rest of y'all? What did you think of the ending?
I
I
could
mean,
care less about
it
the
was just,
fucking.
it was pretty like the. I'm sorry, these parents are just fucking dumb. They did everything. They did everything you could have done wrong, and so I don't feel bad. All these consequences are happening to them. I'm sorry for the children that got cut up in their fucking crossfire because they're incompetent as parents, but like did they not hear the banging when the possessed daughter would like swing her head because she was possessing the son and the son was hitting his head against the fucking bed frame? Did they not hear the thudding?
I guess not. They were too busy
Like
watching the tape, man.
they're fucking deaf on top of just being stupid. They know some freak ass shit's coming. They know that this is now a possession and she's doing this for no reason. And you're not hearing the thudding alongside. Like, oh my god.
Mhm.
I'm obviously we're thinking too logically here, but like, there's too much disbelief to throw away here to make it like believable. You know,
Yeah. What do y'all rate it out of 10?
I'm going down to a fuck ass 6.5.
like I said, I still think it's like a 6, like 6, like 5.56.
There was too much wrong.
Yeah, within the 5 and the 6 range.
On a
Like I,
5-5.
yeah, like I said, it's like the movie. There's like so much like holes in it, but like I still enjoy it. I don't know if I'd rewatch it in
It was an
theaters.
enjoyable movie. It's definitely a movie that I would probably go back to once in a while because I'm craving some kind of crappy horror film. Uh,
Crappy, damn.
yeah, like what's that movie that I find myself going back to once in a while? The Bye Bye Man. It's not a great movie in any sense,
I fucking hate the Bye Bye Man.
but I enjoy the movie. I genuinely enjoy it because I like the premise of it.
He makes you go bye bye.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. But I genuinely enjoy the movie. I've probably seen that movie at least 4 times now. So it's a movie I come back to once in a while.
The only interesting thing of the Bye Bye Man was the intro
We
I can
said
agree with that,
bye-bye.
but I also like. Well,
because
yeah,
of
the
the
intro sets it all up. So
because they did it all in one shot. But even then, it kind of looked a little like sloppily done. Like it
but yeah,
looked stiff.
well, I just like the way the Bible Man's powers work. That's what makes you fascinated by it because you don't know what's real and what's not.
Don't say it, don't think it.
Exactly, yeah. So, this I don't know if this will be like that, but I might watch it once in a while.
I fucking hate the
Don't hate
I'm
it,
really,
brother.
I'm really trying to think of what you're talking about. It's been too long since I've seen the Bye Bye Man, so I really don't know which one.
I'm not a
What,
fan of the actors in the movie, but yeah, it's not a bad movie
Thought
overall.
you love that movie.
It's probably the horror movie I've seen the most in recent memories.
So, with that, let's move on to content we've seen this week. What are some shows or movies that
I
everybody
watched a
watched?
movie called Damsel with
Damsel.
Millie Bobby Brown on Netflix. It's a fantasy movie. It's about this princess that is getting married off to this far off kingdom because the father needs gold, right? And in doing so, they find out like, oh, they're only getting married so that we can sacrifice them as this other kingdom's daughter because like centuries ago, this the kingdom killed this dragon's like 3 children, and in return for his survival, he needs to sacrifice 3 daughters from every generation. But in order to bypass this, what they do is they find other kingdoms in they're like financially in trouble or something like that, and try to get them to marry off their daughters to them, so that they can sacrifice daughters. And that's the whole story. Millie Bobby Brown's character survives to try to take revenge on this kingdom that just try to fucking kill her.
You love your fantasy movies.
I do love fantasy movies.
So was
The
it
movie
good?
wasn't as far as fantasy goes. It's
10, we'll watch again.
I might actually go back and watch it once in a while. Yeah, actually, but as far as fantasy goes, it's not the best out there. It's an okay movie. It's heavy on the CGI, obviously, but like it feels like too much CGI was used at times. The dragon looked pretty interesting. Once the dragon is fully revealed, it doesn't look as it looks too small to be a dragon. Like we're used to seeing like these big like smog type dragons. I'm used to seeing big imposing dragons. This thing felt like a bearded dragon, but thinner.
Mm.
You
A
know,
bearded dragon.
like the
Is it
lizards.
real? Yeah, the regular lizards.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but a little spikier.
Hmm.
It has wings and thinner, so I wasn't a huge fan of the design a bit there, but yeah, I mean the movie was enjoyable. I genuinely did enjoy it. I wanted more fantasy out of it, but you get what you get.
What about the rest of y'all? What did you watch?
Catching up on One Piece.
One Piece.
So, like until the new season started, I can't watch the new season because there's no dub for it yet.
I've been watching Elbeth.
No Beth, yeah. Also watch Suits a little bit. Few episodes of it.
Okay.
Jumping
I
around.
also started rewatching The Rookie as well.
The Rookie.
Yep.
Did you already watch all of that?
No, I actually did. I stopped after a certain season, and I just never picked it back up. And then I supposedly had like 3 or 4 more seasons to it, so I just restarted it all.
That's fair.
Just to catch up again.
I like the show, man. It's like I didn't actually dislike the show. I mean, you kept giving me shit about it, but hey, I like it.
What about is that all everybody watched?
Yeah, what did you watch?
What'd you watch?
I just continue to watch a little bit of Dragon Ball. I didn't watch too much.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, not too much. Yeah,
So
we just like to watch our comfort shows.
we like to watch our content here.
I would like to honestly watch South Park, but I don't want to pay for the platform to get South Park.
Oh,
I
Paramount.
got you, brother. I got Paramount. I'll send you my info, right?
There you go, Hobby. All set up now.
If you want it, of course. I don't know why you deny something like that, but
But yeah, that's the only thing I've been wanting to watch because just pure dumbness, just have it out in the background.
It's not dumb, bro.
It's pretty good.
that's high quality entertainment.
It's not Family Guy.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
watching a little bit of Family Guy.
Family Guy, that's background noise.
All right. So with that, let's roll the credits. Y'all got any recommendations for any media?
If you guys have a Switch 2 or Switch 1, you try out Pokemon Champions at least.
Champions is on
It's
Switch One.
I don't know, but it's free, and if it is on Switch 1, just try it out. It's just battles. There's
When's
no
it
real
coming to
story.
phones?
I don't know, probably a couple months still.
Months.
Yeah.
Damn.
I recommend The Amazing Digital Circus, the movie, when it comes out. You go watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Um,
the plan for next week is the Michael movie, Michael Jackson.
Sweet.
It's called Michael.
It's called Michael.
oh, is this the biopic?
Yeah,
It's
the
called
biography.
Michael.
Oh, cool. I didn't know it was coming out already.
Yeah, it's already that time.
Cool. All right.
So like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for visiting the Sleeping Cinema. Until next time, bye.